Welcome, yogis, to this meditation on anxiety that I learned from David Wagner. It's one that I've found to be effective personally, but that could be as much because of his uh, warm and comforting presence. So I hope I can channel some of his loving, nurturing, calming energy through this meditation. Before we begin, I'd like to talk you through a little bit of the thought behind the meditation, which is that anxiety is typically experienced as a kind of excess of energy, and it tends to be an upper body experience. So for many, it's a feeling of pressure in the chest or squeezing at the throat. For some, a very speedy, racy feeling in the mind. For others, real discomfort, gripping in the belly. And the point that David makes is that the higher up in our body we hold our energy, the harder it is for us to sort of contain it comfortably. Energy itself is not a bad thing. It's potential, it's possibility, it's power. But we want to hold it in the structures that are built to contain it. And he makes this beautiful point about how the bones of the face are some of the most delicate in the body. The bones of the sinuses as thin as paper. And even, the collarbones are bones that are frequently broken. And if you trace the column of the spine, you see how the individual vertebrae start to get thicker and wider as we move down into the lower spine. And then, of course, the strong bones of the pelvis, the really hard bone of the sacrum, the bones of the longest bones of the thigh bones. His point is that our pelvis is capable of and is really built for containing huge amounts of energy. The energy to run marathons, or the energy to give birth to a child, or the energy of orgasm, all of these things. This is an area in the body where it's more comfortable to hold energy. So we're going to use a technique called downshifting to see if we can sort of consciously move our energy into our pelvis. So go ahead and close your eyes. And I recommend, even if you're really tired and you feel like lying down, you may want to sit up for this meditation. You can sit in a chair or on the floor. And perhaps if you turn on this video, you're already feeling pretty keyed up right now. Don't be in a hurry to meditate that away. Just really allow yourself to feel whatever is there, no matter how unpleasant it may be. Just create the space for whatever is there to be there. And without necessarily attaching a storyline to it, at the level of physical sensation, just notice what you're feeling. And then bring all of your awareness to the energy in your head and your face, inside the brain, the jaw, and even the throat and the neck. Just notice the quality of energy, the sensations in the head, neck, and face. Allow yourself to fully experience that energy. And then start to shift that energy down into the area of the heart, the chest, the lungs. And if you're feeling really anxious right now, this may be unpleasant in the extreme, but see if you can stay with it. Just feeling the energy of the chest and the heart, the back of the heart, the armpits. The breath inside the lungs. Just notice what you feel there. And then just like you were shifting gears in your car, shift the energy down now into the belly. And again, if you're somebody who is experiencing anxiety and you tend to hold it in the belly, that feeling of fear, it could be pretty gnarly right now. But give yourself permission to be with that and to experience at the level of sensation the energy in the area of your abdomen, the sides of the waist, the low back, all the organs of the abdominal cavity. And if you start to feel things creeping back in the area of the head or the heart, you just downshift. Head into the heart, heart into the belly. And now finally shift all of the energy down into your pelvis. The incredibly strong, powerful structures of your pelvis. And just notice what it feels like to hold the energy there. And if this isn't something you've done before, it's possible you could even feel even a quality of arousal or pleasure that may surprise you. But just allow yourself to hold your energy at the level of the pelvis. Let your belly relax completely. You may already feel the shoulders starting to melt and the chest starting to open and soften. Just containing your energy in the pelvis. And again, if you start to feel tightness in the throat or the energy that would make your brow wrinkle, or you gasp for breath, you just downshift. Head and throat into the chest, into the belly, and into the bowl of your pelvis, capable of withstanding so much. Feel the connection to your legs and to your feet, and the connection to earth, to the solidity of the earth element, and the coolness of the water element, these elements associated with the first and second chakra. And then when you're ready, go ahead and open up your eyes. I hope this was helpful and that it's brought you perhaps some relief. Namaste.